Some may say that Nier Automata was one of the best games of 2017, and some may say it's one of the best games of all time. Now, it's been a little bit more than a year since its release, and to look back on it, I have two of the great minds behind the game, Takahisa Taura, Yoko Taro, and here for translations is Eileen Matsuoka. And we're gonna play one of the sequences that I think kind of encapsulates most of the game's features. It really shows what this game is all about, and it's also not gonna be any spoilers in it. So, but first off, before we get into the game, I wanna ask you guys, for someone who has not played Nier Automata, what would you tell them?
まずお二人に質問なんですけれども、まだニーアオートマタを遊ばれていない方に、この作をご紹介する場合、何と言って紹介しますか？
発売して1年経つんですけれども、1年経って遊んでない人はもう遊ばなくていいのかなと思ってます。
So it's been a year since release, but if you haven't played the game yet, I don't think you need to play it yet anymore.
いやもう全くそんなことはなくて、すごいいい音楽といいストーリーに包まれた最高のゲームだと思いますので、まだやってない人はぜひプレイしてみてください。
Well, I don't think so at all. It does have a great music as well as great sound and everything. And so if you haven't played it yet, please pick it up and try playing it.
Okay, and if you haven't got a taste of the game yet, the sequence will kind of show you what it's all about. All right, first off, I want to thank Taura-san and Yoko-san for taking the time today out of the busy GDC schedule to look back at Nier Automata. So we're playing through the amusement park sequence, and we're going to have some developer commentary, so you can kind of tell us the thought process behind some of the parts in the sequence, and maybe we'll also have some questions for you. So, first off, I want to ask, amusement park is one of the more colorful sequences in the game. Did you feel the need to kind of input something that is a little bit more colorful? Because I know the rest of the game is a little bit more dark. It has this tone of like the world is destroyed. But here, everything's very lively.
この遊園地のシーンは他のゲームの中の他のシーンと比べるとちょっとカラフルでちょっと明るい感じのイメージがあるんですけれども、それは全体的に暗めなゲームだからこそ必要だと感じられて入れたものなんでしょうか？
どうですか、横尾さん。
世界にはいろんな景色があって、そのバリエーション豊かなこの風景があるということで、この攻撃的な人もいれば攻撃的じゃない人もいるっていうことを描きたくて、その中の攻撃的じゃない人っていうのの例の一つとして遊園地の人っていうのを入れてます。
So just in the real world, there's just a lot of different places, a variety of places and people. And so I wanted to depict those kind of differences in the world where there may be some that are more violent than others, but there are those who do not want to attack you. And this is one of those areas that you could see where there are those that do not want to fight.
ある程度こっちから攻撃しないと奴らはこちらに攻撃してこないんですけれども、開発の序盤だとこのお供の 9S がすごい攻撃的で、入った瞬間に遊園地のロボを皆殺しにしてって全滅させるっていうバグがありました。
So all these machine life forms in this area, they're very quiet. They don't come and attack you unless you start to attack them. But in the very beginning of the game, when we were still developing, there was this bug where 9S was just so aggressive that the minute you walk into the amusement park, he would actually go ahead and kill all these machine life forms in the amusement park.
Cool. Were there any inspirations for the specific design of the amusement park? Did you look to any other like theme parks around the world for this, or was it just kind of what you wanted to put together in your own mind?
要はこの、遊園地の、場所を作るにあたって現実世界で参考にした場所とかはありますか？
それを口にすると日本だといろいろ法律的に問題が出るんで、名前を出せない非常に危ない会社の危ないテーマパークを参考にしました。
So I actually cannot say that. It's very dangerous to say that legally.
Okay.
So it is an amusement park that is run by this very dangerous company in Japan that I just cannot say.
Oh, okay. All right. I feel you on that. I know we talked about this before when we spoke yesterday over at the GDC show floor, but not getting into too many spoilers, but I did mention that there are a lot of sequences in Nier Automata that kind of distills the human condition and shows very different parts of humanity. And I think that, you know, the amusement park itself shows a very carefree version of humanity through the robots. And I know that Pascal's village is very a very socialistic kind of philosophical sort of village. And then you have the abandoned factory that is much more like a religious ran monarchy in a way. And you also have the forest kingdom that is like a traditional monarchy. Did you feel the need to kind of show the different sides of humanity or like what you thought of as society as a whole?
では昨日GDC のインタビューで聞いた質問と同じなんですけれども、ネタバレなしの範囲でお願いしたいんですけれども、今作では、人間とはどういうものなのかっていうのをなんていうんですかね、いろいろな文明であったりとかいろいろなグループを通して描いている作品だと思うんですけれども、今作ではそういったような例えばパスカルの村であれば哲学的であったりとか森の中であれば一つの王政だったりとかっていうさまざまな、文化なんですかね、カルチャーを見せる必要っていうのはあったと思われますか？それが、意図だったのでしょうか？
僕はシナリオとか書いたんでお答えしたいんですけど、ここは一つタウラさんに答えてもらいたいと思います。
僕は何も考えてません。
So Yoko-san has said that since I wrote the scenario, I can't answer about this. But before that, I do want to ask Taura-san what he thought. But Taura-san said that I didn't think about anything while creating that part.
ちゃんと真面目に答えてください。
So please answer the question.
なんて質問でしたっけ？短く。
So he wants to know what the question was again, just really short.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Did you feel the need to kind of look back at different aspects of humanity in each sequence of the game, whether it be the Forest Kingdom or the amusement park or Pascal's Village?
そのゲーム内のさまざまな場所で人間とは、人間の文明とはどういうものなのかというのを見せる必要があったと考えましたか？
基本的にゲームって現実世界を模倣する真似するものだと思うんですけれども、このロボットたちはやはり人間を真似していて、人間にはいろんなものがあるというところの一つとしてその文化であるとか好戦的であるとかいろんな形っていうのを表現したいと思って入れてました。
So I think that video games in general, it mimics the real world in some way. And so in this game, I wanted to do the same, but depict the different type of people that live in this world.
あとちょっとレベルが高すぎないですか？今瞬殺してませんでした？
It's like your level is too high for that protagonist.
Yeah.
So you just kind of just went through and killed that one.
2B is too powerful right now.
今 2B がちょっと力強すぎますね。
普通にゲームやったらこんなに早く倒せなくてもうちょっと歯ごたえのあるバトルを楽しめると思います。
So if you actually do play through the game, I don't think that you'll be able to defeat that boss that quickly.
Right,
It would
yes,
actually be a
of
little
course.
bit more meaty fight right there.
Yeah, this is my new game plus, so a chapter select. So sorry if I blaze through some of these fights too quickly.
そうですね。これちょうどニューゲームプラス新規ゲームをスタートした状態なので、今本当に強い状態です。
I also, Taura-san, I know, who's from Platinum. You did a lot of the combat design. So in this sequence where we transition into like a 2D kind of plane for the battles, was there any particular challenges in doing the transitions and tweaking the combat maybe so it made more sense?
ではタウラさんの質問なんですけれども、戦闘のデザインもタウラさんがされているという認識なんですが、この 2D の、3D の画面からこういうふうに 2D の画面に移るっていうのは結構作業的、開発的にはとても難しいことだったんでしょうか？
そうですね。カメラがスムーズに綺麗につながるっていう風なところはプログラマーの力を借りてかなり丁寧に組み上げていきました。
Yeah, so we definitely did take care to have a really smooth transition between the 3D animated areas and 2D areas. And I did ask our programmer to really put in his all into doing this.
あと3D から 2D になったり 2D からまた別のゲームになったりっていう時に操作の感じが変わらないようにっていうのを心がけて組み上げていってたので、スムーズにプレイ感覚も変わらない感じでプレイできると思います。
And from like 3D to 2D or even into a different type of game after the 2D sequence, we made sure that the controls don't feel different, that you feel like you're still playing the same game.
Okay. Now we're going into a boss battle here. And this is kind of one of those things where it's very layered in terms of the sequences and what happens, because as we'll see soon that this is also like one of the first intros into the hacking sequence, which plays a big part later in the game. So what was kind of your thought process in designing boss battles? Because I know Platinum is very well known for huge fights. So what was the kind of the inspiration behind Simone here?
では、ボス戦今からボス戦なんですけれども、このボス戦は本当にいろいろな、ジャンルのゲームというかスタイルが入り混じったボス戦になっていて、で特にそのハッキングとかも今回ここで初めて登場するかと思うんですけれども、そのパラチナムゲームとして、ボス戦が結構有名だったりとかするんですけれども、今作において、どういうふうにしないといけないとかそういうような考えはありましたか？
プラチナゲームズに求められるような派手なかっこいい見た目っていうのはもちろんなんですけど、今回横尾さんがディレクションされるにあたって特にこのボスとかはBGM に合わせて敵が攻撃を仕掛けてくるっていうような感じになっているので、しっかり曲を聴きながら戦ってもらうと気持ちよく戦えるんじゃないかなと思います。
So we know what is expected of us as Platinum Games creating a boss battle. So we wanted to make sure that it was flashy and cool on the screen and it felt good. But at the same time, since this game was made by Yoko-san, we made the boss moves along with the movement of the music, the background music. And so I think that it would be very fun and interesting to play this game as you really listen into the music and just dive into it that way.
このボスすごいいろんな攻撃モードがあるんですけど、強すぎて2種類ぐらい見せてすぐ次の展開に入っちゃいましたね。
So this boss actually has different modes of attacks that it does, but because you're so strong, we only actually saw about two. But it does have a variety of attacks that it would unleash upon you.
Again,
ネタバレを防止してくれてるっていう意味ではいい動画かもしれないですね。
But at the same time, he did say that he did not want to spoil anyone watching this video. So in that sense, it might be really good.
Yeah, sorry, I'm overpowered here. I did put it on hard, but that is apparently not difficult enough for the high level 2B that I have here and all the plug-in chips that I have. Oh, I also want to ask about plug-in chips because that was probably one of the more interesting aspects of the gameplay, one of the more RPG elements. Because I know we were talking yesterday that Platinum hadn't really made an action RPG before. So with the plug-in chips, how much did you, Taura-san, put into that, or and what was kind of like the idea of not doing like traditional levels and like skill sets, but having something more customized?
ではプラグインチップについてとても興味深いシステムだと思うんですけれども、なぜそういうようなシステムにされたんでしょうか。通常のレベルアップであったりとかスキルを覚えていくというよりはプラグインチップにした理由は何だったんでしょうか。
前作のニーヤにも同じようなシステムでワードっていう、言葉を組み替えてスキルをつけるっていうようなシステムがあったんですけど、それを今作は続編っていうところでそれに近いシステムを考えて、で主人公は Android なのでチップをはめ込んでいくっていうようなシステムで、強くなっていく感覚っていうのを表現しました。
So in this previous title, there was something very similar. It was called something like the word system, where you would put words together to have a passive skill attached to your character. And since this title was a sequel for that, I wanted to have something similar. And because the characters were androids, I thought that the plug-in chips would be a perfect way to depict that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna get through this boss battle too fast because I know in a few hits it'll be over. Because I want to kind of look at the different move sets that this boss battle presents.
してしまうだけで倒してしまうので、ちょっと攻撃は控えておきます。
Yeah. Okay.
先ほどおっしゃってたんですけど、ハードモードらしいんですね、一応。
そうなんですか。すごい強くしたんですね、じゃあ。
Said that I let them know that you said that it was on hard mode, and he was just really surprised that you're still really strong against that.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
本来ならレベル10ちょっとぐらいで来るところあるので、
なるほど。
5倍ぐらいの力があります。
Yeah, so because you would normally come here at around level 10, you're about 5 times stronger than that character.
Again, sorry about that. Oh. What was the in terms of either Yoko-san or Taura-san? What was your favorite boss by the time you finished the game and now you can look back? What was your favorite boss sequence?
ではお二人に質問したいんですけれども、一番好きなボス戦はどこでしたか？どのボスが一番好きですか？
横尾さんどれがいいですか？
Which one is it, Yoko-san?
そうですね。なんか一番好きなボスは ネタバレしちゃダメなんですよ。
Oh, but we can't spoil anything, right?
Oh, right.
ネタ
Maybe you can allude to it a little bit.
なんかこうちょっとヒントでいいですね。ヒントでお願いします。
最後の方に出てくるどっちか選んだ時に敵になる方のボスでちっちゃい方のボスが俺はおすすめです。
So at the very end of the game, you can select which you want to fight with, and I would recommend you go with a smaller one.
Okay. Here in the at least after this boss battle, you kind of get a little bit of a hint of what you're getting into in terms of the story. When we look at the dead androids, and when I think also before this on the roller coaster ride, 9S talks about how 2B can call him Nines. Now, how hard was it in terms of designing a story where things would ramp up, and then but also the player wouldn't forget certain aspects that precede? Like when you get to a certain point, you kind of have the realization of what is happening. How hard was it to kind of not just drop the hints of what this game is about, but make sure that the player remembered certain sequences that they can reflect on?
例えばこのシーンだとアンドロイドの死体があるであったりとか、先ほどが 9S が自分のことはナインズって呼んでくれっていうような話をしてたりとか、ゲームを一度クリアするとそういうことなんだって分かるようなことがいくつかも起きているんですけれども、あまりヒントになりすぎずでもヒントにしないといけないっていうのはどれだけ難しかったですか？そしてまたどういうふうにそういう構成を考えられましたか？
実はそういうのあんまり意識してなくて、いろんな設定や要素を散りばめて配置していって、後で本当に必要なものだけちゃんと説明してあげるっていう風にした後に、残ってるものは無理に説明しないっていう形にすると自分の中でいいバランスに落ち着くのかなと思います。
So I didn't really think of it too deeply. I wasn't too concerned of it. I just wanted to make sure to be able to explain what I wanted to explain at the end of the game. But at the same time, I felt that I don't have to really explain everything that happens. So if anything is left unexplained, I think that leaves it up to the player's imagination. And so that's the way that I approached that foreshadowing.
一番良くないのが初めてやったお客様が迷ったり分かんないっていうのが一番良くないので、それを回避することをまず念頭に置いて、それ以外の細かいディティールの設定なんかは後で、探したい人が探せるような設計になってるかなと思います。
But I did make sure that if this is the first time you play, I wanted to avoid a situation where you don't know what's happening or you don't even know what's going on, you don't really understand the story. And so I try to make sure that you will still be able to grasp what's going on even while trying to keep things in the shadow that you won't know. And if you become interested and you could find it, you want to look into it a little more, you can actually find it in the game.
Okay. I know I just tried to go fishing here, so I wanted to ask, what is the best fishing minigame in any game of all time?
ではちょっと釣りをしに行きたいと思うんですけれども、今までプレイをした、ゲームの中の、ミニゲームとして登場した釣りで一番好きだった釣りはどのゲームの釣りですか？
ミニゲーム
限定です。
フルゲームじゃなくミニゲーム。
Not a full game, but a mini game.
Oh, maybe a full game too.
フルゲームでもいいみたいです。
糸井重里のバス釣りナンバーワンって海外で出てるんですかね？
出てないんじゃないですか。
There's a game called Bass Fishing Number One. We're not sure if it was released in the West.
I'm not sure either.
わからないそうです。
スーパーファミコンのソフトなんですよ。
But it's a Super NES game.
もしくはWii のファミリーフィッシングが。
Or it's a Wii game called Family Fishing in Japan. But I'm pretty sure it's in the West as well, but it's Family Fishing in Japan.
Okay. Oh yeah, here's also one of the sequences where that kind of hints more towards some of the later story elements. So I think that when I look back on Nier Automata, one of the things I really appreciate is that I mentioned this earlier, is that you get to a point where there are certain reveals in what the story is about, and then you carefully reflect on some of the earlier hints that were at it, and you kind of piece it together yourself. And I think that I really appreciate what you mentioned in that you never really spell everything out for the player. And I think that's a lot more powerful when you make the reflection yourself and then you kind of make the realization about the certain hints that were made throughout the game. So I think that's also one of the reasons why so many people connected with this game. And I just wanted to say that that is very much appreciated for someone who is very much into story-based games and games that do something creative with narrative.
そうですね、先ほどヒントが散りばめられているという話をして、ここでもそういうところがいくつかあるんですけれども、そういうふうに全てをゲームが描ききらないっていうのは、物語が好きなプレイヤーである、自分としてはとても本当に好きなことでして、とてもそういうふうに描いていただいたことにも感謝の気持ちを表したいと思うので、この場を借りてありがとうございますとお伝えしたいです。
今褒められたんですか？
はい。Sorry, I didn't know. I didn't really realize that you were appreciating what I was doing.
Yes, that is what I was.
あんまり褒められないからすごいびっくりしました。
So I don't really get praised that often, so I was just very surprised.
タウラさんとか作ってる時に全然褒めてくれないんですね、シナリオ。
No, because even like Taro-san, he wouldn't even praise the scenario that I was creating while during in development.
Aw.
舌打ちとかしてましたよ。
He would actually be like he'll like make a sound with like his tongue.
いやずっとすごいとは思ってたんですけどね、やっぱりシャイなんでなかなか伝えることはできないですよね。
Well, I always thought it was great, but since I'm shy, I can't really just go out to him and tell him how great it is.
Probably a question for both Yoko-san and Tauro-san. Here in Pascal's village, everyone's waving their white flags to kind of show that they're not hostile. At least from a narrative perspective and a combat perspective, how hard was it to design something where like you can engage in combat with NPCs who are not attacking that will very much affect the story? Was there any challenges with that, or what was the thought process behind designing a game in which you can do that?
ではお二人への質問なんですけれども、例えば今パスカルの村だと機械生命体が白旗を上げてたりするんですけれども、先ほどの遊園地もそうだと思うんですが、攻撃をしてもしなくても良い敵がいたり、攻撃をすることによって物語的に自分で何かちょっと違った感情を得られるような場面があったりとかっていうするゲームを作るのってどれだけ難しかったですか？
タウロさんどうですか？
難しかったかどうというか、どういう意図があって横尾さんはそんな感じにしたんですか？
So I'm not sure if it was challenging or not, but I do want to ask Yoko-san if what he had in mind when designing a game like that.
はっきりと敵のロボットが攻撃してくるやつと壊せるやつと壊せないやつっていう2つに分かれてるんじゃなくて、もうちょっと緩やかに敵とそうでないこういう友好的なロボットが同じような種族であるってことを示すために両方ともに攻撃できるっていう、そういうなんだろうな、表現を組み込みました。
So rather than just distinguishing which mechanical life forms are your enemies or not, or you can attack or you can't, I wanted to depict it in this way so that you know that they're all from the same family, I guess, of machine life forms. They're all the same. That they are. So even if the machine life forms that you're attacking or the ones that you decide not to, they're from that same family of machine life forms.
ここの場所でいうと苦労したところは、例えばこの村今から全滅させることができるんですけれども、あるキャラクターに話しかけるとシナリオが進むっていうキャラクターすら殺すことができてしまって、そうすると一回村を出ないとそのキャラクターが復活しないっていうような、そういう仕組みを入れるのはなかなかフラグ管理が大変だったと思います。
But I do think that it was probably difficult as a developer to control like the flags within areas like this, where you can actually go in and obliterate everyone in here if you would like to. But there are some characters that you have to talk to open up a new line of scenario or a new side quest. But you can definitely try to kill them if you want to. But you would need to leave the village once and come back if you want to actually go through and see that scenario line. And so I do think that it was most likely difficult for the developers to make such a game like that.
Okay. All right. Well,
釣りは
What about fishing? Are you gonna go fishing?
I could go fishing if you want. I could go back to the amusement park if you want to end on a high note of fishing. I have to admit, I haven't caught anything. I still haven't caught anything fishing, so sorry if I disappoint you in the fact that I have not engaged with the fishing minigame all that much.
まだ釣りでちゃんと魚は釣れていないので、まだあまり釣りをしていないとここで明かしてしまってちょっと申し訳ないです。
なるほど。
左から出た方がいいんじゃないですか。
He thinks that it's better if you leave the village from the left side of the village.
Oh, snap. Yeah, sorry. I'm
今恋愛相談が始まりましたね。
Because she's talking about her love life now.
Yeah, I know. Operator 60 is quite emotional, I suppose. Okay. Okay.
You leaving would be bad for me. It would affect mission efficiency.
Okay. Probably one of the last things I want to mention is you talked a lot about designing a game in which you feel free. I think freedom of the player freedom was one of the biggest themes in your panel over at GDC. So I kind of wanted to also get at how you design this world in which it's confined in a way. It is an open world in the traditional sense, and you can go about the game however you want, in the sense that you can do your side quests in whatever order and you can roam around this world. But what does player freedom really mean to you?
では横尾さんのパネルでの一つのトピックが、自由に関してだったんですけれども、今作は、例えば、オープンワールドではあるんですけども、例えばそのサイドクエストをやるかやらないかも自由ですし、その順番も自由なんですけれども、実際には世界のその大きさであったりとか構成から見ると現代の、意味ではオープンワールドのゲームと若干違うかなと感じるんですけれども、横尾さんが今作で見出したかったそのプレイヤーが感じる自由っていうのはどういったものだったんでしょうか。
いろんな自由っていろんなそのことができるっていうことの発見の連続だと思うんですけれども、それが決して広さや物量ではなくて、もうちょっと違うこんなことが起こるんだとか、こういうことが自分には考える余地があるんだっていう、どちらかというと遊ぶゲームの中の自由というよりは考えることの広がりをプレイヤーさんに感じていただけることが僕の中のゲームの自由だなと思ってます。
So for me, freedom in game, I think, is not so much how big the world is or what you can do in the game. It's more of your ability to find out that you can do certain things. So it's that moment that you realize that you can do something. I feel like that's what I really wanted to aim for in this game, rather than trying to expand the world itself.
Okay. Do you either Taura-san or Yoko-san, do you have any other things you might want to add on top of what we saw here today in Nier Automata?
何か他にオートマタに関して今この場をもってお話ししたいこととかありますか。
タオラさんどうぞ。
そうですね、プラチナゲームズとして初めてアクション RPG という RPG がつくジャンルにつくタイトルとして開発させていただいたので、これまでアクション一筋だったところにこういった新しいゲームのジャンルを作ることができたのがすごい楽しかったですし、いろんな方に触っていただいて本当に嬉しく思ってます。もしまだプレイされてないという方がいたらぜひこれを機会に触っていただけるとありがたいです。お願いします。
So as Platinum Games, this is the first time that we've created something that has RPG in its name. So this is an action RPG, and it's the first time that we've ever tried to work on that type of game. And so it was just really fun for us to have this kind of experience. And a lot of people have played it now and have given us a lot of feedback. And I'm just really glad and happy that we were able to get it into the hands of a lot of people. And so if you haven't played the game yet, I would really love that you pick it up and try playing it.
僕の方からは、発売から1年して、こうやってメディアさんとかに取り上げていただいたりとか、先日 GDC で賞をいただいたりとか、いろんな展開がまだあって、すごく思うのは、メディアこうやってゲームスポットさんみたいなメディアさんであるとか、あと実際に買ってくださったファンの方々のサポートがすごく積み重なった1年だなというふうに考えてます。そのサポートが積み重なることで実際にこうやっていまだにセールスも伸ばしていただいているような結果につながっているということで、非常に開発員一同、あとスクエニさんも感謝してます。ありがとうございました。
So it has been 1 year since release, but we were able to, like today, we were able to come in and talk about this game even after a year. We did receive an award at the GDC Awards the other day, and we still have so many things coming out for this game. And I think that that's definitely because of the support that we had from fans and of course media like GameSpot. This 1 year was the year that I really felt that kind of passion from everyone for this game, and thanks to that, we do have a lot more that we can try to do as we go along, as we go after this 1 year, and so it's just a year of so much gratitude to everyone.
All right, and I believe with that, we can call this a day, I suppose, and we are on top of the world in a sense at the end of our sequence playing Nier Automata. And so yeah, it's wonderful to have both Taura-san, Yoko-san here today to talk about one of our favorite games to come out in recent years. So thank you so much for stopping by and at least shedding some light behind the process of making Nier Automata. So yeah, anything else you want to add before we go?
では最後に何かもう一言ありますか？
Thank you everyone. Yay! Bye bye.